Hey guys, what's going on today? Welcome to today's video. So, it has been 5,000 miles since my last oil change, and I'm going to do a pretty big maintenance on this car, maintenance day on this car now, including the air filter. I just want to take you guys through how I do my maintenance, what I use, the pricing, and also, of course, I'm changing the air filter because since I bought this car, it was not changed, and it looks like it's in pretty bad shape. So I'm going to take you guys through that. Stay tuned. Before we start this video, guys, as this channel is growing bigger and bigger, I want to give some thanks out to all of my subscribers and all of my followers and everyone who is just keeping me motivated to keep doing what I'm doing. But there's 3 guys that have really been just commenting a lot, giving me all valuable information, correcting me on certain things, and they're just so, you know, knowledgeable and helping me out on my build with this S4. So number 1 is Adam from JAE Innovations. He is an Audi mechanic. He owns a YouTube channel, That Audi Garage, or The Audi Garage, and he is just so knowledgeable on the B5 S4 as well as many other Audi cars. He inboxes me all the time explaining if I'm doing something wrong and just telling me how I could do things better, as well as giving me very valuable knowledge on these cars. So thank you, Adam. Definitely check out him. Number 2 is David Mariah, or David Mariah, however you say it. Thank you so much for helping me realize that this car was not on full boost. He commented on my one video where we were getting this logged, and he just pointed out, and he's the main person that really made me realize what the issue was and how I messed up with logging the boost and everything. So thank you so much, David. And number 3, he's been with me since the beginning, since part 1, since I was at like 250 subscribers. We're getting close to 700, and even 1,000 won't be too far away. But Peter Heron, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Thank you so much for all the help. You're always commenting. I'm sure you guys always see him in the comments. He's just giving his knowledge out. He's owned an S4 since the beginning. So thank you so much also. All right, guys, let's get to the video.
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look.
All right, guys, so the first thing you want to do, take your car for a ride, get it to the normal operating temperature, as well as make sure your oil temperature goes up a little bit. That always helps getting the oil out of the car because it's hot. So that's what you're gonna do first, and then you're gonna pull the car up the ramps or put it on a jack stand, whatever you guys want to do. Make sure it is safely secured, and then we'll get started draining this oil out, and I'll go over everything that I bought. We're gonna take this belly pan off. There's some clips that we have to take off. 2 in the back. Pretty sure there's 2 in the back, and then 2 behind the wheel wells. And we'll unclip those real quick. Get this belly pan off here. And then after that, we'll start draining the oil out. And then I'm gonna talk about what kind of oil I'm running, why I'm running it, and a couple other things. So yeah, let's do it. Alright guys, belly pan is off here. So we're gonna start draining the oil out right here. Take this drain plug out, then take the oil filter off. And I run Mobil 1 full synthetic, either 5W40 or 0W40. I got 0W40 this time. I got 8 quarts of it. I usually like to run 5W40 though, but 0W40 will absolutely do, and a lot of people have success with their B5S4s running 0W40 their entire life. So let's do that. Let's start draining this out. And man, that belly pan was a little bit of a pain to get off because screws are stripped, or whatever's holding them up there or stripped, so it took a little bit longer than I would have liked to take that off, but it's all good. Let's start draining this out, guys. Let's do it. Alright guys, so everything's draining out, going pretty smoothly, just dripping out now. We're going to make sure every last drip comes out. It does look pretty dirty when it's all sitting in there, but when it was draining, still it looked pretty dirty, but it wasn't terrible. And this is why we change oil every 5,000 miles, especially in a twin turbo car. Yeah, so let's talk about pricing. So Mobil 1 full synthetic 0W40 is what I'm going to run. I had 5W40 in here before. This stuff is very expensive. If you guys think that an oil change is going to be cheap, it's not. Okay, so this stuff is 10 bucks a quart, and you need 8 quarts of it. Now, always keep an eye out because there will be sales. I got all 8 quarts for $50, so not bad at all. A lot less than $80 for 8 quarts, right? So 50 bucks for the 8 quarts of oil. Then we have the Mobil 1 oil filter right here. Another thing that is not cheap at all, and there was not a sale on it. It ended up being close to 15 bucks for the Mobil 1 oil filter. So yeah, we're gonna get everything back on, put that back in. I'll make sure to record everything for you guys and put the oil back in, that is. And then we'll go on to the air filter and just make sure that everything is back up to specs and maintenance is all done. In the comments below, guys, leave what you use in your S4 or whatever you guys use. I know I have some Challenger guys that watch my video too. So what oil do you use and what does it cost you? Let me know in the comments below. Oil's almost done dripping out here. We're going to clean everything up, put the new oil filter on. That is the Mobil 1 oil filter. And when you put an oil filter on, guys, make sure you put some oil around the edges here, the edge of the oil filter, and always just hand tighten it. Never use a wrench to tighten your oil filter. All the pressure will tighten it on its own, and you could easily over tighten one of these if you use a wrench. So let's get to it, guys. Nice and smoothly, we're doing all right. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my fondland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club. Alright guys, so we got 6 quarts in, and some, just a little bit, because this car, I don't know why I was saying 8 before, but it takes, let's say 6.5, give or take, let's say a quarter. So we'll see exactly what this takes, but we're going to pull it down now. I put a little more than 6 in, put the belly pan back on, pull it down, and then we'll run it, continue to check the oil, see where we're at, and make sure that we have a perfect oil capacity in there. So let's do that real quick. Alright guys, now that the oil is all completed, it took about 6.4 quarts, so that sounds about right. I know people say it takes between 6.3 all the way up to 6.8 depending on how you change it, I guess how much oil comes out. But we are going to get to the air box now. The air filter does not look too good. Since I bought the car, it was not changed. I don't know when the guy before me changed it last, so I've been wanting to do that. So let's start taking some of these things apart just to get to the air filter, so it should be pretty easy. ladies and gentlemen, is called a very dirty air filter, ripped in some spots. So it is definitely time to replace this. Alright guys, so I got the Purelator Classic, which I know is one of the best OEM filters that you can get. So we're going to throw that in there. Super happy that I could get a new one in because that one was a mess over there. It's got oil on it. And I figured I'd show you guys a before and after here. There you have a before and after. Not clean, that other one, huh? Alright guys, so that's another maintenance day on the books. We are all done. New air filter, new oil, and she is ready to go for another 5,000 miles, and that air filter has more than 5,000 miles, of course, on it, or is capable of having more than 5,000 miles. So, super happy that that's all done. You know, it feels awesome. Have a little fun when you're doing maintenance day. It's always a little boring, but play some music, have a good time, and hopefully this was a little bit informative for you guys, just so I could show you guys what I put in my car and what I do to it to keep it healthy. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.